Hi, this is the Speak in Style teaser. Welcome, and you're going to see why we call it a teaser in a little while. But right now, I'm Sandra Dee Robinson, and I want to introduce to you my good friend and my co-host for today, the
Mhm,
extraordinary, internationally acclaimed personal stylist, coming straight from Australia today,
mhm,
Jane
mhm.
Vandermeer. Now, Jane is an multiple award-winning stylist. She works with women all around the globe, helping to empower them in their confidence and their style. And I'm so excited to work with her because when we first met, Jane,
Mhm.
your energy and the way you spoke about how you support women sounded so familiar because it was so much like how I approach women in confidence and feeling great when they're in front of a camera up on stage in the spotlight. So I'm so excited to have this time to be able to work with you and celebrate ladies and help people feel great.
Absolutely. Oh, thank you so much. I'm so thrilled to be here too with you on our teaser today, my morning, your evening. And it's such a thrill, not only for our teaser now, but to collaborate together. I admire my beautiful co-host and friend so much. You know, all the things that you have achieved in your career. You know, you have actually walked the walk. You have had this enormous career on stage in front of the camera. I would imagine so much of that is innate and then learned refining your craft and really being the expert that you are and of course moving through to your beautiful business and being called by the media charismatic on camera. That is so true to who you are. And then sharing that knowledge with leaders and giving them the tools, the practical tools on stage, because, you know, whether we like it or not, we're a walking advertisement for our businesses.
Yes.
And, you know, we're always on, really. We don't need to not be who we truly are, but we need to we are a walking advertisement.
Yeah.
So when we met, whenever that was, you're right, there was this beautiful, connection and alignment in our view of how we wholeheartedly help women.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. And I do that. It's interesting that you mentioned the being on camera and all of that.
mm,
That did not. And I want to just put that out there. Anyway, that doesn't know me very well. That was not um, natural at all.
you're
And,
right.
I was hiding behind those characters because I didn't think that I had the value to be out in front. And,
Mm,
that's what I think a lot of times when we were talking before we came on here about
mm,
particular groups that we have worked with. And I know you work with women. I work with both men and women, but particularly with the women, I noticed around the age of like 40
yeah,
to even like even older, when there's a lot of shifts in identity, whether it's there's a
mm,
divorce that's happened or the kids are
mm,
getting older or the parents have
mm,
moved in, like there's stuff that happens, right? You move from one job to the next job, or you start a
yeah,
business or you start a new business, and
yeah,
all these things that are wrapped around identity, and then of course age around
yeah,
that too.
yeah,
The industry that I came from, one of the worst as far as ageism, right? And they're trying to
totally.
change a lot of things about that previous business of mine, but as
Yes.
you can see
Well,
with
that's slow.
technology, yeah,
Mm,
it's going to be a
mm,
very slow move. And so that's something that I totally identify with because I see it so much, and that's one of the things that I think you really help people with because
mm, mm.
it's not disappearing when you get to that space.
No,
It's actually just
no.
the opposite, you know?
Yeah, yeah,
And being able I've had women come to me that have had unbelievable careers in front of the camera even, and they're
yeah,
going through a shift and a change, and they call me up and they go, "I don't know, this is crazy. I
yeah.
don't know how to be. I'm
Mm,
afraid I'm gonna" then they get fearful. "I'm afraid I'm gonna forget my points. I'm afraid I'm going to mess up."
mhm.
And all of this climbs in, and that doesn't belong to them.
No,
It doesn't belong if that's happening to you when you're watching this, that does not belong to you. So,
yeah,
confidence belongs to you and just
yeah,
uncovering that greatness that you are and that brilliance, and that's
yeah.
part of, what I think you do with people, and it's what I do, and it's so much fun when you see the light bulb go on in their eyes and they go, "Oh, I can do that?"
Absolutely,
Like, "Yes."
absolutely. And I think what we both do and do well is we give we'll say women, because that's where we would be working together. I know you work with men and women, but we give them practical, actionable tools. So, our years of experience, so that it's just get to the point and give them tools. And then help them layer that on top of what is already innate within them.
Yeah. I like to
When
go there first. I go there
Absolutely.
first.
Go really deep. That's
And
one thing you do well, and
yeah, yeah, I go there
yeah.
first. Because that's what worked for me. I had to go through this transformation as well. And
Yeah.
real quick, when we're talking about, we're talking really today about to people that speak for their business. And
Yes.
when we say that, right, Jane, we want to make sure that that means, for one thing, every entrepreneur, you speak
Absolutely.
for your business.
Absolutely.
If it's your 30-second, your 60-second, 90-second pitch,
Yep.
I hate that word, but that quick, here's what I do, here's who I am speech,
Yep.
or it's speaking in front of the Chamber of Commerce locally, or your BNI chapter, or if it's getting up on stage at a conference and
Yep.
speaking from a big stage. All of that is speaking for your business. And so yeah, I think there's this need to be able to show up well and just know that you're doing the best that you can. And
Absolutely.
and to step into that's something that feels very, that personal brand, if you want to call it, that's just
Mhm.
really authentic in the way you act, the way you present yourself, the way you
Mhm.
stand, right?
Mm.
And even down
Absolutely.
to of course, what you wear is
Of course, of
huge.
course,
It
of
changes
course,
how
and
you
making
feel.
the most of who you are, and it's all that pre-work. It honestly is. That really, I often call it standing really strongly grounded, balanced within your sense of self, and that has, that's a constant evolvement, and that is getting the right help, the right tools, the right, oh, we've got lots of messages coming in. I love it.
Here's
Um,
one. It's so true, and women should be feeling more confident in the wisdom and experience. Yes, I love that you can empower them to feel their most confident visually, presence, appearance as well. Yes, it is that stage when and you do hear, I've heard people in interviews, celebrities that go, "Oh, now that I'm in my 50s, I don't care what other people think," and
I know.
that's
Yes,
great.
I hear that a lot too.
But the
Yeah,
majority of women
it's
that I
not the
talk to,
case. It's not the
that's
case. Most women I speak to, and I look, my most ladies I talk to are on, what shall I say, the right side of 40, right? And so, a huge percentage. So when we're talking one-on-one, so they know that it's the vault of Jane, and I don't share, you know,
yes,
pass on any information, but they will apologize for their bodies. It is one of the first things that comes up.
I've done that.
And,
I've always done that though. Every age. I've
and
always
so,
just not.
yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? And
And
it really,
I hear myself doing it because
mm,
you hear yourself, right? This is going to be my next newsletter article, by the way, that you hear yourself speak. So the second that you say, "Oh, I just put on so
yep,
much weight," or "Oh, these pants are so
yep,
tight," or "Oh, I can't wear what I used to
yep.
wear," all of that is taking you down a notch.
It is. It is. And if today's a wobbly day, which happens in entrepreneurial life, honestly, if today is a wobbly day,
A wobbly day. I love
then,
that.
then that self-talk is not helpful. And to me, on the wobbly days, they're the days that I would put on my best color. I would make a little bit more effort because I need every bit of help possible. If I'm
Yes.
needing, and knowing those tools. But also what I see with women who are apologizing is, I will say, and I don't say things just to stroke their ego. I say the truth, and I'll say, she might say, look at my tummy, look what's happened. And I'll
Right.
say, yes, but look at your skin here. It's really beautiful. And look at this and look at that. And they'll
Yeah.
counteract it and say, yeah, but my tummy. I'm like, actually, no, hear what I'm saying. You have beautiful eyes, like your skin's lovely, your hair's really thick, you know how to do this, da 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 da. And so that self
Yeah.
talk
I mean, you could say mindset, but it's your focus, it's your perspective, it's what you're looking
is.
at. The
It
same thing
is.
happens when I'm talking with people about how to feel comfortable in the spotlight, right? Whether it's on camera, like we're doing right now, or if
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
And I'd love to know Sharon. I think that was who gave us Sarah. I'd love to know if you do speak at all for your business. Sarah, if you're still here, give us a little answer to that. Thank you for
Yeah.
your comment earlier.
Yeah.
So that's the way I work. I try to help people understand that whatever they thought about themselves previously, maybe somebody, and I'm talking like, I've got women that are in their sixth decade that still think back on what somebody said to them when they were a child about the
100%.
value of being in front of people, right? And
Yeah.
even though they may be successful in business, there's still a piece of them that's just is holding back from really stepping out because that voice is still there and doesn't belong to them. That
No.
voice doesn't
And
belong.
I describe it that it compounds, like that little
It does.
self-talk you had as a teenage girl or whatever.
Yeah.
And then, some mean girl that was supposed to be our friend, and she said something mean, and that goes right to our heart. And then, someone we were dating had said something, and like these are all small little instances that should
Yeah.
wash away, but I find they compound
They
over
do.
the
It's
time.
human
And
nature.
it
Yeah,
is. It is. So
it is.
let's rewind that. That's where you and I
Well,
both sit.
what we're talking about here too ties greatly into the reason that this is called a teaser, right?
Yeah.
Is that we understand that what we're talking about. This is just one of the things that we noticed about women, particularly in that range of like, would you say the better side of 40? Is that what you said?
Yeah, the right side of 40. Yeah.
Yes. Um, every part of our day, positive mindset and self-talks. Christine says, yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
We are so on, even when we think we are not. Yes, the reason why we need a level of confidence in every part of our day. That is so true. We do need confidence. And Sarah says she does represent her business, custom clothing line. Yes, of course. Yes.
Fabulous.
Beautiful
Another
Sarah.
fabulous
Oh my
Dallas
God.
beauty.
Beautiful. Yes, yes, yes. And we'd love to I'll talk more about you, but that'll have to be another show. Um, but, also realizing that this compound, you talk about compounding, the fear of getting in front of people, 40% of the population in general already says that they have glossophobia, which, by the way, is a fear of speaking in public.
Mm.
So compound that with
Mm.
the ladies that we're talking about, right? That have this environment around them where the mindset is something that was, the limiting beliefs, if you want to call it that, of something that was set on them years
Yep.
ago and is popping back up. You know what's funny? Sometimes it pops back up because of circumstances in their life. Something triggers
I
it
agree.
and it
I
comes
agree.
back up, right? So
agree.
we're going to be actually together. I'm so excited about
I
that.
know.
So we're doing this. This is called our Speak and Style teaser, everybody, because we are actually going to be together. I found out that Jane was coming over here. My friend's coming over to my country and my state. So of course we have to do something together.
Well,
So
that's it.
So it's September 25th. It is a Monday. So
Yes.
you'll have to take a long weekend perhaps, but come
Yes.
and do a special VIP day with us. We're going to be in Dallas. It is a special workshop and we have to say this for sure, right, Jane? We're really limiting the number of women that we can work with on this day because we want to be able to give that bespoke attention.
That's it. It's not a sea of faces where you are just a number. It is come along, it is capped so that we can speak and participate and get to know each of you and really have that bespoke experience.
Yeah. So that our participants, our ladies that are with us, are going to walk away with a true sense of clarity about the personal brand that they currently have. What is so amazing about it, how to show your unique brilliance every time you get up and speak. There's a way that I like to say, I like to train my people to feel like it is their best day ever, regardless of what is going on in their life when you have to get up and speak about your business. And it seems like that is impossible, except for guys, because they can compartmentalize. Sorry, our producer, Rich. I'm going to throw you guys under the table right now. It's okay, Rich. You can come out. Don't be afraid.
But that's very true. It's very hard to compartmentalize.
Our producer extraordinaire for the day. And I told him to pop on out whenever he gets a chance and say hello. But I know that he works a lot with people on camera. He knows the same fear that people have whenever the spotlight's going on and we worry, are we doing a good job? Come join us in Dallas on the 25th of September. You see that Rich, our producer extraordinaire, has put up the scan code right here. And that's a great way you can just go and see. And here's the deal. It is gonna fill up. I am sure of it because we talked about this price and we actually made it pretty low. The bonuses alone are worth over $800, and so it's kind of it's a don't miss out kind of situation. Am I
Absolutely.
right? Okay.
Absolutely. Yes. Couldn't
Yes, yes.
say
Christine,
it
thank
more.
you so much for being here. Where are you, my friend Rich? Come out, say hello so we can thank you for putting up with us.
Well, and again, marvelous job, ladies. Again, this is the first one. Let's make this clear. This is the first of several teasers because
We're
this
going
is
to be
a
back
big
next week.
event. That's
Yeah,
right.
we're going to be back next week, same time, same bat channel, and same amazing producer because it's because of him that we're doing this. So, yes, thank you, Rich. You're awesome. You know your stuff. You're the best there is. And yes, you're very welcome. Yes. So we hope to see, if this is ringing true with you and this is something that, just is resonating right now, just scan that code that's on your screen right now and come join us September 25th. I've only got this girl for one day with me. So come on.
It's precious time together. We're very, it's counting sleeps. Very excited to be on the same side of the world. As you can see, I'm in full winter gear here. You're in full
I am
summer
not.
gear.
By the way, let me jump in here for a second. When they hit the QR code, what are they going to find? What sort of information on your landing page? Is it a registration place? What are they going to find when they go click scan and check it out?
Yeah, they are going to say thank you for that clarification that we need to do. Yes, when you do go to the scan code, you're going to see some details about the day. You're going to see what to expect. You're going to see the bonuses that we talked about, and of course, we're going to give you a clear idea of what we're going to be doing on that day and what we want you to walk away with. And it is an afternoon, so you're going to join us in the afternoon. So you're just going to get. You've got the morning free. If you need to work in the morning, do that. Come join us right after lunch and just hang with us until the late afternoon, and then we'll be on our way. But I promise it's going to be a full, very full day. So
yeah, action-packed time, which gives you time in the morning, which is why we decided to structure it this way. For our lovely ladies that may need to travel slightly, you've got that morning to do that, sit and do your grounding and then come and join us.
And there's even a hotel. That information is on the sign-up page as well. Yeah. There's a hotel attached to the building where we're going to be having this at the Lincoln Center. And so we have the conference center there. There's a Hyatt, I believe, that is attached right there. So if you need to stay over, it's very convenient. Yes.
It is.
So thank you for those that have commented and been here with us. We so appreciate
it. Thank you. Feel free to join us, Christine. I know Christine is here in Melbourne. So I'll just throw that invitation there. Well, come across.
Come on.
And Nina.
Fly with her. Get in Jane's suitcase. Just come on over.
That's it.
Thank you guys so much. And
maybe we can do the reverse. We'll invite you out one day.
Yes. All right, everybody. Thank you, Indiana, for being here too. Thank you. All right, everyone.
Thank you, Indy.
We're gonna say good night over here and good day for you, Jane.
Yes, I'll start to our Friday morning in your future. Yes, thank you so much.
We'll be back 1 week from today. Bye, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you.